Hey, what's going on? I'm LaPrentiss Demond and I help those with severe inflammation naturally beat the swelling, pain, and energy drains so they can live their best life. In today's video, we're doing a review on Oxigen bottled water, and we're gonna see how good it is when it comes to our health. All right, let's go ahead and get this poured up. So someone in the community recommended this water or wanted us to test this water. I've never heard of it before, but some of you may have. Told a celebrity endorses this water or something like that. And we're going to put it up against our electrolyzed reduced water. The first thing we're going to test this for is antioxidants, all right? Now we're going to use our ORP meter to see if the water that we have here is oxidizing us, which is creating more sickness, dis-ease, and aging of our cells and our body, or if it's an antioxidant. That means it's going to be negatively charged. It's going to be an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's going to keep us looking young, right? So if we see a positive number, oxidizing. If we see a negative number, antioxidant. Let's see what happens with Oxigen water. All right. As we see, it is a positive number. It is a positive 245 and it's still rising. All right, let's go ahead and compare that to our antioxidant water, or our electrolyzed reduced water rather. Oh my goodness, and look at that. It's immediately going down, showing a negative number. Showing a negative, you see that dash, 764, 765. Awesome. One more check with hydrogen or with Oxigen water. And yep, still a positive number, still 156 and going up. So this is oxidizing us, which means it's creating more sickness and dis-ease in the body. Let's go ahead and move on to our second test, which is on alkalinity. All right, so that second test is on alkalinity. And so we're going to use these pH drops here to see if the water is acidic, which means it's harming our health, creating more sickness and dis-ease in the body yet again through acidosis, or if it's alkaline and actually keeping us in balance. We see a red or orange or yellow, means it's acidic. Blue, purple, dark purple means it is alkaline. All right, so as we see here, this water is acidic, all right? And it makes sense because looking at the bottle, it is distilled water, and distilled means they remove all the minerals, all the nutrients, and they're adding in polyatomic oxygen and sodium chloride, which is salt. So of course it's going to show up acidic. Yeah, so this is not great for us to consume. It's oxidizing and acidic. Let's go ahead and check out that third and final test, superior hydration. Alrighty, on to that third and final test, which is superior hydration. And in order to do that, we're gonna make some tea. And you're probably thinking, LaPrentiss, what does this have to do with hydration, right? Well, if we're dehydrated like this tea bag, we're gonna use this as a representation to see how well the water can go through the tea bag, which is us bringing in nutrients into our cells, and if it can push the waste out or pull it out through the tea bag, which would be essentially it making tea. All right, so I just see this Best Buy. There's a Best Buy date on this, which means it has an expiration date. All right, we'll see how this does. And as we see here, it's not really making tea. Maybe we can get some, pull a little bit more. We have to jump up and down a little bit. You're probably thinking, LaPrentiss, you have to boil the water to make tea. But why is that? Well, when we're doing that, we're making the water small enough to where it's actually able to go through the tea bag and make tea. Here we are, we're finally getting something here, right? But it's barely doing anything, okay? Let's go ahead and try this with our electrolyzed reduced water. Look at that, it immediately makes tea, no problem, right? And I know what you're probably thinking, you're like, LaPrentiss, the bag was wet, all right? Well, Let's not even use the bag this time. Let's just use a little bit of the water here. We'll put a little bit here. Right? And then we'll put a little bit in this one. Let's see what we get. Right? Because there's a little bit of tea in here, right? And if the water is really good, nope, nothing happened, right? Let's go ahead and try it with this one, see what happens. We're actually able to make tea with just a little bit that's there. So that shows you how strong this is when it comes to actually hydrating you at a cellular level. And it's not necessarily the tea, see? It's having the right water in you, all right? So, there you have it. We tested Oxigen water for 3 specific things. The first one was antioxidants. So we saw that this water is oxidizing us, okay? So which means it's creating more sickness and dis-ease in the body. Second was alkalinity, and we saw that it was acidic, right? So it's definitely not good, doing good as far as removing acidity in the body and keeping our body slightly alkaline. And the third thing is superior hydration. And we saw that it doesn't really hydrate us. It does like barely a little bit, right? Makes sense. Top that off with salt and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I thirsty? Let me buy more water, right? And so you're wasting thousands and thousands of dollars every year for the rest of your life on water that's crap. So if you're serious about drinking the best water for your health and really improving your health and taking it to a new level, check out what I have for you coming up. Thanks for watching this video. Share it with someone that you know who drinks this, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little something about the waters that we tested here today. Please take a moment to share this video with someone you care about who is also drinking this water. Finally, if you are serious about improving your health and the waters that you drink, click the link in the description below to access my Water Wellness Masterclass. In this masterclass, you will discover the truth about the waters we drink, the effects our water has on our health, and how you can have the world's best water in the comfort of your home and save thousands of dollars as a result. Alright, go ahead, click that link in the description below, access that masterclass, and I will see you there real soon.